everyone and welcome back to my channel. So this morning I have been on a fasted 10-kilometer walk. So recently I've been trying to get back into my exercise and actually do some exercise basically, because I've been so lazy recently. And throwing it back to the first lockdown, I was so good. I literally did like 10-kilometer walks every single day. Obviously I don't really have the time for that now I'm back at work, because I was furloughed then. But now I'm back at work, I don't really have the time for that. So I just thought it's my day off and I'm going to try and get outside and get moving. Because I don't know if this is the same as anyone else or if I'm just particularly lazy. But when I go to work, and even on my day off, unless I make a really conscious effort to get some steps in, my step count is like under 5,000. It's really low. So yeah, basically I just wanted to get some exercise done. And sorry to be a typical Brit talking about the weather, but it's so annoying. So it was sunny when I left, hence the no makeup. I had sunglasses on. And it was really nice, and I genuinely thought like, when I get home I might sunbathe, start topping up my tan, because I am feeling very, very pale. But yeah, when I was on my walk, it then started raining, just not too heavy, just drizzling. But the wind is so windy, so my hair is so windswept. It literally looks like I've crimped it here, and I haven't. I actually straightened it before I went out. Like, I've actually got naturally curly hair, but I put the straighteners on it because I just couldn't go out after I'd like woken up without doing something to my hair. But yeah, it's so windy, so I just don't know when we're gonna get like some summer weather. Like yesterday was quite nice, but I was inside, so it doesn't count. But yeah, now I am back home. I'm gonna make myself some brunch. I was thinking then whether or not it's breakfast or lunch, but brunch, because I haven't eaten breakfast yet. And then after I've done that, I'm gonna crack on. Don't know if you can see over there is an IKEA box. We went to IKEA yesterday. I can't speak. We went to IKEA yesterday, and I needed some bits. So I needed something to store my makeup on, because at the moment it's in front of me on the windowsill, which just doesn't look very great. And yeah, so I needed some storage, so I got the Alex drawers. I am gonna try and build them myself. I've never built flatpack furniture at all. I didn't build anything in this house at all. But I'm gonna give it a go all by myself. Jack reckons the instructions are easy to follow, so I should be okay. We'll see. So hopefully I'm gonna do them and then sort out my makeup collection. I've got so many like eyeshadow palettes and stuff in front of me that I just need to get sorted. And then from IKEA we also bought the well, I think they're 2 Kallax units, I think they're called. So we got a two-part unit, and like a taller one to go next to it, because by our sofa, well, I'll show you once it's done, but by our sofa it just needs something else. It's just missing something. So Jack's going to try and build those tomorrow. Don't know if he knows that yet, but that's his job for tomorrow. And yeah, can't remember what else I was going to say. I think that was it. I'm going to give them a go. Oh yeah, I know what I was going to say. This is a bit random and a little bit, doesn't really matter, but IKEA, have you ever had the breakfast there? It's so nice. So I know everyone raves about the IKEA meatballs. Sorry, I don't love them. I don't really rate them that much. They were okay. They were nicer than normal meatballs, but I don't really get it. I don't get the hype. But the breakfast is really nice. So we went in the morning because we were going to my parents for a roast in the afternoon, and Jack's parents came with us. They wanted to have a little look around, and we thought, oh, let's get breakfast whilst we're there. £3.50 for a full English breakfast. How reasonable is that? I think on it you've got like 2 sausages, 2 bits of bacon, 2 hash browns, beans, and I don't really know what it was. It was like an egg, but it was kind of like an omelette egg, so I'm not really sure. I didn't eat that. And then you could also add like mushrooms or black pudding to it. Oh, and a tomato. I don't like tomatoes, but yeah, tomato was on it as well. But I thought £3.50 was so reasonable for a breakfast, and I love hash browns, and hash browns was so good. So yeah, if anyone's going to IKEA, skip the meatballs and have the breakfast instead. So I think for my breakfast I'm gonna do these Heck sausages. Yeah, I just kind of fancying them. We don't usually get the Heck ones actually. We usually buy the Aldi own brand ones, but recently I've been finding our Aldi food shop has been actually quite expensive. So on Saturday I said to Jack, why don't we give Tesco a go? Because with the club card we'll just give it a try, because things are always changing, and I truly believe you can't get the cheapest shop unless you went to every single supermarket to obviously work out what was cheap, because some, like bacon might be cheaper in Sainsbury's, bread might be cheaper in Lidl, sausages might be cheaper in Tesco, something else might be cheaper in Aldi. Like, you just cannot shop in one shop and get the best value. And everyone knows me, I'm a little bit of a bargain hunter, so I like it to be as cheap as possible. My opinion on food shopping is it all ends up in the toilet. So I don't like spending a lot of money on food and drink and stuff. I just think it's such a waste, really. Like, obviously if you're going out for a meal you want to enjoy it, but generally, like at home I always would buy, like, for example with these, I used to buy the Aldi own brand of them, but yeah, I just found it was getting quite expensive. So we went to Tesco on Saturday and did our weekly food shop, and it was cheaper. It was like £10 to £15 cheaper, and we bought a few extra bits that we wouldn't usually buy because we were doing like a bit of a picky dinner on Saturday, so we buy things like pulled pork and stuff like that, and that's like £4, which is, I think, quite a lot. But yeah, so we tried Tesco and it was actually cheaper, and I was quite surprised because I've always been a real Aldi fan, and I still am. I think it's great, but I think over time other supermarkets can be cheaper, and we pretty much buy the same thing week in, week out. And so you know, if we can find it cheaper elsewhere, we'll just travel around. We've got quite a few supermarkets in the town we live in, so we can we've got a few options basically. But yeah, Tesco, I just wasn't expecting it to be cheaper, and I'd seen someone post on Instagram recently that she'd switched to Tesco because it was cheaper, and I basically was like, really? I just kind of didn't believe her, because we had done a Tesco shop just a couple of months back and it was like £10 more than Aldi. So everything's just always changing. I guess changing it up is probably the best way, but yeah, basically at the moment we're shopping at Tesco, and I am going to have these for my breakfast, I think, with some toast and maybe an egg or something, I don't know. But I'm going to cook these now. So this is my brunch, pretty big. I've got 4 of the Heck sausages, some mushrooms, 2 bits of toast and an egg. That is Marmite on that piece of toast, yes. I thought I didn't have enough eggs, so I was just going to do Marmite, which I know is very love or hate, but I quite like it in small doses. So like on 1 slice of toast, it's fine. And then my egg. So I'm going to polish this off, and this should keep me going until dinner time. So I'm just unpacking the Alex Straws delivery. I mean, we collected it. Look at all of those things I'm going to have to use. I have got not a clue, and I've looked at the instructions already. Where are they here? Oh, I mean, I've only looked at that and I'm already stressed by that. Oh, like, I don't even know what they are. They're not even labelled. Like these, I already know they're going to go on the front of the drawer, but they're not even labelled, and like, I'm just stressed already. But I thought I would just show you where the Alex straws are going to go. So they are either going to go, please excuse the mess in this room, there, where the laundry basket isn't going to stay there. That's just temporary. But yeah, either there, because I think they're going to fit there more, or this is the set out of our room, by the way. So that's the bed, and that's like a little corner here. It has to be this far because of where the door is. Oh, for goodness sake, there's a mark on the wall. But yeah, obviously I'm going to move all of that stuff. That's just like a dumping ground corner. So the drawers will either go there, which is next to the windowsill here where I do my makeup, or they're going to go over here. We shall see. Obviously I need to be able to get out for a wee in the night, which is why it can only go over there if there's space. But yes, wish me luck with this. So I'm on step 1. I've got everything out. There are so many little bits like this, and I'm already stressed. So step 1 says, firstly, why do they not contain their own screwdriver? I've had to get one out of Jack's toolbox. I think this is going to be right. It looks like the one in the picture, and it fits into the end of that thingy. So I'm hoping that's going to work, but I'm already confused. So I think I've got these correct bits out, because these have got the only things on here. They're so heavy, and I presume that I have to screw those things, these things, into here, or the other way around probably, into here. But I don't really get why. Do I screw them into there and then honestly, I could already cry. I just don't get it. I have a funny feeling that this is not going to be done today, and this is going to be another job for Jack, but I'm so determined to try and actually do something myself. And I'm failing at the first hurdle. Like, what even is, I don't even know what that is. I'm just so lost already that I think I need to, this is going to make absolutely no sense. I think I need to screw the thing into there and do nothing with that middle panel for step 1, I presume. I just don't know. I have built all of these drawers and this. However, I mean, I did have to FaceTime Jack a couple of times because I was doing the wrong thing. But I think I've actually got this on wrong. Which is really annoying, because it showed you to put something in here, but it didn't show you which end it went. So I think I may have I did really struggle to get this on. I think this may be on the wrong end. I think this needs to go the other end. So that's a little bit annoying, but I'm leaving the rest of it for Jack to do, including like getting these in further. But I built the drawers, and I'm kind of proud of myself. I think I did an okay job. I'm really annoyed that I didn't get to finish it and prove that I can actually do it. But I didn't do too badly. So Jack's just got home from work, and he is finishing my drawers for me. I think I did quite well. I got to a certain point, but I'd done something wrong, hadn't I? So
bottom on the top.
But yeah, they're coming along nicely, and then we're going to sort out where they go. So they're either going to go where the where that laundry basket is, or there, depending on where they fit. But I can't wait to actually have makeup drawers. So I've come home from work, and Jack's built the units and put all of his sports stuff on them. It is not staying like this at all. It will be moved. I'm taking off all the posh stuff. I'm taking off all of the Steelers stuff. So it's a few days later, as you can probably tell because I've got some makeup on. The drawers are all built. Jack came home from work, as I think you saw, and helped me to build them. And I just thought I'm going to organise my makeup. I've just bunged it in some trays, but I thought I'd just show you. So I got a few of these large like organiser trays from B&M. I think these ones were like £2.50, and then the smaller ones were £2. But they're just like the acrylic drawers to go into my Alex drawers. So in here I've got like base products. So this is like my primer. I've got the FM Alea Unicorn Elixir Serum. I love this for the summer. I use it all year round, but in the summer it gives you like a really nice glow. And then I've got 2 FM foundations. Oh my god. 2 FM foundations. I've got the Blur Effect Lifting Foundation in Light Nude. So this is my winter shade. And the Ideal Cover Effect Foundation in Nude. This is a bit darker. I don't know if you can see. They're actually different foundations. But I love both of those. I need new ones. So I'm one of them people who gets like all the makeup in the lid. Then I've got a L'Oreal True Match Plumping Tinted Serum in very light. Just explains my skin situ at the moment. So this is really nice low coverage foundation. Then I've got these they're like BB CC creams. I've got the L'Oreal BB cream in medium. So this is one, it comes out white, and as you massage it in, it gives you colour. But I'm not really, I have got quite natural, I would say, makeup on now, and I'm not really a natural makeup person. But so yeah, I'm not that keen on those, but yeah. Then I've got from Aldi, these are the Lacura Flawless Coverage CC creams. I've got these in 2 shades. They're very full. Probably won't use them, but I don't really throw away things. That sounds so bad. I'm really good at decluttering at the moment, but with things that I'm like, oh, I could use that, like I'll find a use at some point. Then I've got the Collection Last Imperfection Concealer in shade 2 Porcelain. I love this. This is like irreplaceable, and it's like £4 or £5. Then we've got like powders and blushes and stuff. So I've got the Anika Loose Mineral Foundation. That's what I've got at the moment. I wear this for work. I've got 2 shades, Strength and Nurture. I've got Strength on at the moment. This is a powder foundation, so you buff it into the skin and it turns sort of creamy. So I don't know, you may feel like you can, but I don't think you can tell that this is a powder as such on my skin, because it's quite dewy. It's not like completely matte. So I've got those. Then this is the powder sorry, I cannot speak today. This is the powder I use for setting like liquid foundation and concealer underneath my eyes. It's the Rimmel Match Perfection transparent powder. It's just a loose powder. I've used this for years. Super cheap and super easy, and I just pat it into the skin. Then I've got Hoola Bronzer by Benefit. To be honest with you, I don't really use that that much. It's still early, I just can't speak today. But this one I sometimes use for contouring if I'm doing like a full face for a night out. Then I've got the FM Alea bronzer in Sunny Soft Touch. Is that the shade? I think I love this. I feel like with bronzers you have to spend a little bit of money to get a good bronzer. My 2 favourites that I found over like my whole makeup time is this one and the Anika Sunkissed bronzer. I love them both. Then we've got the Rimmel Maxi Blush in the shade Exposed. Blush is something I don't think you've got to spend a lot of money on. Blush is blusher, whereas bronzer you can find they're like too shimmery or too muddy looking. Highlighter, I've got MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Soft and Gentle. I've used quite a lot of this. I've had this for years. You shouldn't really keep makeup for that long, but it's fine. It's a bit different with things on your eyes and lips, I feel, when it's on my skin. Generally I like my skin is seems quite clear, so I don't have any issues with that. Then we've got, let's do mascaras and like eye stuff. So I've got 2 Anika mascaras. I've got the mascara and Long Lash. Long Lash is my favourite out of those 2. Yeah, really nice. I've got the FM Lash Expert mascara. This one's actually discontinued. It's a really like fine one. I'm less keen on this one, but I like this FM one a lot. This is the Legendary HD mascara. Please ignore this. I know it's really grim, but it is what it is. And this one gives like nice volume. And I've got 2 eyebrow pencils. I've got the FM one in, can't see the colour. I feel like it might be Auburn or something. And then I've got the Kiko one. I love this, and this is the one that I've been wearing recently. I buy like 5 at a time because it's like £4 or £5, and it's just really, really good. Lips, my lipstick collection is just nudes really, and you'll see that. So oh yeah, these acrylic trays, I was trying to take the sticker off, and look, it's just left this in, and I will get it out at some point because I know that's really annoying and it just ruins the whole aesthetic of it, but I just haven't done that yet. So I've got some lip liners. I've got 2 of the Anika Dusty Rose lip liners. A MAC Soar, that's really nice. This Paw Tinted Peach Pink Balm. So you can use this on your lips or cheeks, apparently. I don't know, I'm a bit funny with like cream blushes and stuff, I don't really use them. Then I've got the Anika, oh, it's on the floor now. The Anika, I think it's just called lipstick, in Nude Pink. I've got the MAC Satin Faux, so that's really nice, like pinky nude. Cherish, which is also a satin, so they're like basically quite matte, and that's just like more of a brownie nude. I'm aware I'm going through these quite fast, but it might be boring for some people. Then we've got the Cream Sheen in Modesty. Okay, this is the old one, typical for me to open it. In Modesty, this is my all-time favourite. It's like a really lovely light pink creamy nude, just love it. Then this is Fast Play, which is a little bit darker than what I'd usually go for, but it's like a deeper pink nude. This Dior one, I only got this at the airport because they didn't have that Modesty one, so I think this is called Thai and Dior, does that make sense? But this is more of like a lip balm. I think I've got that on, yeah, just looking in the mirror. Yeah, I've got that one on at the moment, but that's really nice. 3 lip glosses. These are all FM ones, so I've got Unicorn Dust, Classy Lady and Raspberry Kiss. Again, they're all quite neutral. And now eyeshadows. These are the things I've got a lot of. Of course, I've got a Morphe palette. I've had this for years because every single YouTuber had a Morphe palette and I wanted one. You can see my most loved colours. Yeah. I don't tend to touch the dark ones. Again, I'm a very neutral person. These are my bargain buys from Aldi. These are like fake naked palettes, but I think they were like £5 each, and I think they are fantastic. Not that I've used them all, but I think it's fantastic value. Eyeshadow, as long as it gets on the skin, you don't have to spend a lot on. This is the Naturals 2, which I presume is like the Naked 2. So it's got all sort of neutrally browny colours. Love that, I've used that a lot. This one I've used less. This is the Intense, which is more coppery, burnt orangey colours, which they're a little bit out there for me. Then we've got the Smoky, which again, I don't really do a smoky eye. I've tried greys on my eyes, but I feel like they don't work quite as well as like browns and stuff. Then we've got the Soap and Glory Perfect 10. Oh, this one is quite well used. I really like that one. That one's a bit similar to the Naked 3, which I have got. My parents bought me this for Christmas one year, I remember. This has got some gorgeous colours in it, to be fair. I do love it. So those are all quite similar, to be honest. Again, back in the day when I was watching YouTube, everyone had a MAC palette, so I had to have a MAC palette, and it's got 2 colours in it. And I don't even know what the colours are, but haven't used that for years. I will start using them again more. I've got this Revolution one, I think it's called Flawless, I'm not really sure. Oh, still got the names card on it. That's when you know you really don't use it. Okay, this is like a bit of a mess, but this palette was probably like £10. Oh my god, I just dropped black eyeshadow on me. Oh no, I'm in my work trousers and we've got white bedding at the moment and like new carpets. Jack's gonna kill me. Okay, it's fine. Apart from the fact it's all over my hands, I think I've got it off of everything else. Right, I've got these 2 collection palettes. This is in Nude Rose, which is, these are all shimmery ones. Then Nude Bronze palette. Oh, again, they're all shimmery, so I would always put like a matte one in the crease, and then I use like a shimmery one on the inner corner. So those palettes standalone don't work for me. I always have to have another one. I've got this blush palette, which is a Zoeva Coral Spectrum one, which I probably wouldn't use those 2 ones because they're a little bit Although with blush I always put like 2 pink stripes and then just blend it in, but I'd probably go for the more neutral ones. Then we've got the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, which does smell like chocolate. It smells amazing. Yes, love this. I'm going to cover the mirror so you can't actually see everything. But I have actually used that pink shade, believe it or not. It was very wearable. I've got this MAC pigment, which is in Copper Sparkle. This is lovely. It's gorgeous. It's quite messy, and again, copper is something I would deem as quite bright on my eyes. Oh, I can smell my breakfast. Jack, bless him, is cooking breakfast for me whilst I'm doing this. So then I've got a Z palette, or a Z palette, whatever you want to call it. But again, I remember every single YouTuber had one of these, so I had to have one of these. And this again has got all like neutrally colours in it. But yeah, I need to actually start using these again. I think I can't be the only one, but you just forget, don't you, over time, like what you have and stuff like that. So, well, I do anyway. I'm sure I'm not the only person, but I will start using them a little bit more. But yeah, that is my makeup bits. I've also got a couple of setting sprays, and then obviously my brushes. I've just been keeping my makeup for now in this cute little makeup bag, which was just from Primark, but it was from their bridal section, which is a really nice section if you ever look in there. I'm not a bride, but I just like looking at them because they're all really nice. It's like a little bit of their luxury range. It's just a little bit nicer. But yeah, and then I've been using this little one with a bee on it for my makeup brushes. So I'm now just transferring everything into the Alex drawers, so that it's not all on my windowsill, because that's where my makeup's been at the moment. It's just been sat on my windowsill, which obviously just looks messy from all angles, so it'll be nice to pack it away and just get it out as I'm using it. I just hope I manage to keep it tidy and I'm not always in a mess, because when I used to live with my parents, I used to lay it all out on my bed, do it and chuck it back there, because I never had time to pack it away. But as I've become more adult, I've actually got a bit more organised and my life isn't a constant rush. But yeah, I think that's it for the makeup organisation, and I think that's probably going to be the end of this like video as well. So if you have enjoyed the video, please subscribe to my channel. I've got a few little subscribers now. I didn't ever really think I'd get any. I don't know, I thought I'd just like upload and see what happened. Yeah, that's Jack calling me for my breakfast. But yeah, please subscribe if you have enjoyed the video and you want to see more videos like this, because then I think you'll get a notification or something. I don't really know. All I know is it's free. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.